This time on Highway Thru Hell. A wild ride spins a bus into a bank and springs Al into action. Jamie makes a big push to get more might out of Mo. Then a load of live animals tests a new team on the coke.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Super icy, be careful.
Just had a pickup truck slide on the snow, just about clipped me.
High in BC's Cascade Mountains.
Just don't want to get stuck on the sheer ice right here.
It's a treacherous morning on the coke.
Driving the Coquihalla, I've learned that it can really bite you in the ass, or it could be your best friend.
Heading south from Reliable Towing's yard in Merritt. Operator James Luke is prepared for anything.
We just came out of a snowstorm, now we're in sun, and we're about to head back into another snowstorm.
I see blue and red lights up ahead.
It's a very dangerous road. Things can happen real fast.
Whenever James is on the move,
The camera catches all this stuff too, right?
his dash cam is always rolling.
Westbound, take the hammer lane. You got caught from the shoulder. Looks like an accident.
As James rounds the bend near Britton Creek,
Whoa.
something catches his eye.
Bus is crashing in front of me. Whoa. I gotta call 911.
A tour bus has just spun off the road.
Yeah, I just witnessed a bus crash in front of me. Oh, God.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option. On the coke,
Bus is crashing.
tow operator James Luke has just witnessed a bus crash. His dash cam also captured someone being ejected out the front window.
Through the air, off the concrete, into the snow.
Emergency crews are on scene now, yeah.
Paramedics treat the tour guide who was ejected. Incredibly, his injuries are not life-threatening. While 40 young travelers are transferred to another bus.
We are riding on the hill and then the ice. So we are spinning the 2-3 times. We are from South Korea. We are sure on the travel.
As traffic backs up, Highways calls in the nearest heavy wrecker, Al Quiring.
Call came across the radio was multiple injuries with ejections. So pretty much all hands on deck.
Who is it, Al Quiring?
Yeah, it is.
There was compact snow and then freezing rain this morning. It's an example of how fast road changes up here on the Coquihalla.
The ambulance leaves with the injured passenger. And despite the violent spin off the highway, the rest of the tour group is unharmed.
As a parent and seeing these kids involved in an accident, I'm more than thankful to see that they were not hurt.
James shares his dash cam footage with police. And Al takes care of the bus.
That guy's awesome. I'll work with that guy any day of the week. But it's Al. And he probably doesn't need my help.
I'll just pull up, run my line out, grab his front end, and drag it on the road. We're in the fast lane, 120K zone. And yeah, we want to get things cleared up.
To get the bus out, Al has to shut down the highway.
We've got to go ahead to get this accident cleaned up. We've got traffic backing up. We really need to get it going fast.
Just watch yourself there.
A side pull to the right front wheel drags the bus out of the snow and onto the road.
They're just pulling it out right now.
Release your brakes. Okay, you can ride with me. We're gonna take it into the yard there, and they're gonna come and investigate it.
Looks like we're moving.
The kids are on their way to their vacation, and in the end, they're going to be okay.
That's good to hear.
For tow operator James Luke, it's a day he'll never forget.
Definitely one for the books.
As night falls,
How's the Smasher doing right now? Going from bad to worse.
another 20 inches of snow.
I don't know that place out yet, but they got them trucks spread out.
Is making it a tough climb near the summit. Jamie Davis heads north in his classic 40-ton wrecker, Mighty Mo.
We just got a call from a customer. One of their trucks has spun out on the snowshed hill.
It's Jamie's first chance to test an 800-pound weapon mounted to the front of Mo.
So all the hard work went into it. We'll see how it works tonight.
The heavy rig of welded steel and wood is a formidable sight in front of the grill.
It's a giant board on the front that we can use to push trailers or come up behind a guy.
Before winter, Jamie and Paris tested the push bumper.
The first time for everything.
On an empty semi in the yard.
Works like a hot damn.
We built it to work, we built it to do the job, and would be nice to just finally see it go to battle on the hill.
I think it'll do the job. I think it's just a matter of pushing on the back end of it and it'll go.
But tonight, Jamie won't be pushing on flat ground. He faces an uphill battle on the Smasher.
That's our guy right there. Walk straight in there, eh?
A loaded semi stuck in the slow lane.
This truck is spun out on, one of the steepest parts of the Coquihalla.
To save time, Jamie lines up his Holmes 850 to push instead of pull.
It, to me, would be the ultimate machine on the Coke in a snowstorm.
How's it going, man? I already put in the chain, no working. I got a bumper to push with. Okay. You got good traction, so I'll push you from there, okay? Okay. And we'll go together.
It's pretty exciting. I'm a little nervous at the same time. Is everything gonna work right?
First time it's ever pushed or pulled anything up the hill.
Have we, tightened every bolt? Is everything the way it should be?
Come on, buddy.
On the first push, the 80,000-pound semi begins to roll.
We're traveling up a hill here.
And of course, a bunch of traffic comes right at the right time.
Jamie and the driver can't merge into the plowed lane.
All of a sudden, he's slipping backwards. Something's going on. I don't know what's happening.
mighty mowers up here.
On the coke,
They'll have it done in no time.
Jamie's trying to push a loaded semi up the steepest section of the highway. And battle test his classic Wrecker's custom bumper.
First time we're going to use the new pusher that we have on the front of Mighty Mo.
Wow, rush hour.
But traffic and traction still has the semi stuck in the soft shoulder.
So far, it hasn't worked out very well for all the work and effort and hours we put into it. This ain't working. This is too deep. First one I pushed is the big fail.
So it's back to basics.
We'll put a toe pin on you and try to winch you out of this mess here. Too much of a drift built up around him.
Jamie will have to reposition Mighty Mo to the front of the semi.
He was right up against a snowbank and into a snow drift, so bit of a tough one.
But even a toe up will be another test for the rebuilt Holmes Wrecker.
It's kind of a first time for Mighty Mo on the hill here. And we really haven't used Mighty Mo to do this kind of work. Okay.
And Jamie and the old Holmes at the top, blocking middle and slow. Stay in the hammer.
Mo has no problem muscling the big rig up the hill.
The poling, I hooked him up with a winch line, which puts weight onto the ground on the wrecker, so it's giving us traction. Hey, he's telling me it's time to stop. Yeah, have a better day, eh?
You can do only what you can do, and that's all this business is. No matter what's going on, and you just keep moving ahead.
It's one of them nights.
But Jamie is not giving up.
We'll keep continuing to try to use the push bar, go from there.
If anybody in this business beats his chest and says, "Oh, I've never had a fail," they're not telling the truth.
It's raining pretty hard again here.
60 miles southwest
I don't feel like getting wet tonight.
in the Fraser Valley.
Apparently it's a mess.
Operator Gord Lundeen heads to an off-road call for police.
The RCMP called us for this one, and they requested a four-wheel drive truck.
Gord runs the only four-wheel drive wrecker in Jamie's fleet.
I get to do all the cool stuff, off-road recoveries, and do what everybody else can't do.
But Gord will need every shred of traction for the job. Earlier today, a pair of stolen SUVs were abandoned on the mudflats near the Fraser River, a place that can swallow cars by day. Is only worse after dark.
It's thick, the mud. I don't like it.
Gord heads off the hard-packed mud into nasty muck.
I'm hitting deep mud and I'm flooring it just trying to get through half this road.
But as the road disappears,
This is deep.
Gord is now
Oh.
In deep trouble.
I made it this far. I basically sunk right to the bumper in like just muck.
Gord's truck is stuck 500 feet away from the first stolen vehicle and 1,000 feet from the second one.
I'm basically screwed right now. I have to call a lifeline.
Gord calls Aggressive Towing, owned by Jamie's brother.
Hey, do you guys have a four-wheel drive truck available?
Operator Wade Nordquist
It's Aggressive Towing that's doing it.
is sent to the rescue.
I got a call from Gord saying he's in trouble down at the river. He's down there trying to get a couple 4x4s out of the mud.
Big Wade just rolled by me.
Big Wade has been with Aggressive for the last 2 winters.
I'm 6'8". I'm 440 pounds. I'm usually the heavy artillery, as they would say.
4-3's on location.
Wade's arrived now.
Okay. All right, no way I'm getting out here. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
What's going on?
What's up, Gord?
Not much. We went for a walk around the big puddle there, and it was all hard pan. Thought it was going to be good as gold, and just nosedived on me.
Wade knows this area all too well.
The Chilliwack River Flats is a well-used 4x4 area for the guys that like to get stuck.
Holy. Well, you ain't getting any further forward.
My hope is to get way down to where I am, so he can just winch me out the few feet that I need.
Well, you'll be able to make it to the hard pan here easy.
No.
Not at all?
Not even close.
Gord's wrecker will have to be winched from far up the road.
That's about, what, 400 plus?
500 feet is what I guesstimate.
That's going to be a good distance.
Each wrecker has about 200 feet of winch line on the drum.
I'm thinking we're just gonna have to run both our winch lines out. Chain strap, bootlace, belt loop.
And if we can make them touch, we're gonna pull.
Whatever we got, hook them together and see if we can pull Gord out of the hole.
Hopefully this works.
With a combination of lines and straps stretching over 500 feet, Wade will try to winch Gord back to the hardpack road.
I think we'll have enough. It's basically like deja vu last winter.
Last winter, Gord stretched the limit of his winch lines, trying to recover a vehicle at the end of a road.
We just are praying that we have enough cable here.
But tonight, the target is farther away and far heavier.
But this time I'm stuck.
Gord and Wade meet in the middle,
I should have enough.
walking out everything they've got from their trucks.
All right.
I'll hook the J-hook to here and then up chain to chain.
We're wrapping chains through the straps, and then chains on the chains, straps on the straps.
This is every last strap I got in the truck. We're gonna make it?
We managed to pull everything tight and hook it all up
Okay, boys.
with maybe 6 inches to spare.
Rip, tear, pull here, buddy.
Well, I'll just put it in neutral, let you do it. Yeah.
With having everything tied together,
When you're ready, throw your beacons on.
any one of those things could let go on us.
Let's just pray it works, because I don't want to be here all night.
We're putting a whole lot more strain on the chains and stuff than we would like to.
There's way too many weak links in this line. And if they let go, good Lord, somebody's gonna be hurt.
With so many things that could go wrong, the pull
Okay, see he's pulling his line tight now?
is getting hazardous.
We can't see what the chains are doing.
I'm getting there.
We can't see if anything's twisting up.
Son of a... Okay, See, he's pulling his line tight now.
Near BC's Fraser River, Gord's getting his 1-ton winched out of heavy mud by another tow truck 500 feet away.
I'm getting there.
When the line goes slack.
What popped off now?
I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna go take a walk out.
10-4.
The distance between Gord's truck and Wade's stretched the limits of their lines and rigging.
Pull it out of the water, see what let go. The hook came undone.
Weird.
It should be hook to hook, right?
It was hook, yeah. There was.
The hook just popped off.
Oh.
In our hodgepodge of lines and chains and bootstraps, under the tension, it was just barely hanging on and finally let go.
Gord lets out a little winch line and they rehook.
Okay, let's try this again.
Okay. Put the truck into neutral and let Wade start pulling me.
They try again.
Are you moving yet, Gord?
And the line holds.
10-4, I'm actually rolling a little bit.
Gord's truck is finally inching out of the mud.
Hello?
Hey, where you at?
Jamie's on the phone, and he doesn't realize I'm still stuck. I'm probably about 30 feet out. We pulled out all of every single strap and chain we both had. Not even onto the hard pan yet.
It's been about 8 hours now, and he's not too happy.
The sooner Gord can get this job wrapped up, the better.
Gord needs to get out of the bog.
Things are moving.
And back on the road.
Everything's still okay out there, Gord?
10 forward. Slowly but surely, she's coming out. I'd say we're about maybe 10 feet. Then I should be good to go.
I can see the finish line.
I'm out.
Right on. Perfect.
But the rain returns. Gord needs to get out fast.
All right.
After a long night, Gord's finally back on solid ground.
Well, that wasn't so bad, thank you.
It's always good to go out and give another operator a hand.
If you ever need me to pull you out and I'll get stuck too, just call me.
They'll return the favor one day.
Right on, time to go get changed and get ready for more rotation.
Gord's managed to get himself unstuck here. He's figured that out, so that's really cool. We can get him onto other jobs.
But Gord hasn't forgotten about the 2 wrecks he came for.
These stolen vehicles ain't going anywhere.
And we'll be back with a new strategy.
I want to get something that will drag it to me in the dry. I don't want to deal with this again.
Now I have to think of a plan how to get back there.
What's going on here?
Up on the coke,
Trailers on over the bank there.
a day after the bus crash, Reliable Towing's James Luke is dispatched to an urgent call.
We're headed south of Merritt, Spring Creek, Falls Lake area.
Today, he's in a 30-ton heavy wrecker.
My boss called me and he needed me to bring out the black sheep because there's a truck and trailer in the ditch.
With a new yard 60 miles northeast of Hope, Reliable Towing tackles wrecks on the mid to northern end of the Coke.
Yeah! Reliable Towing's moving more towards the heavy recovery business. We're now on our third heavy wrecker.
The team is led by senior heavy operator Scott Keeler.
I started my own company roughly 20 years ago, and I've been growing ever since.
It's a new venture every day. I love it.
Rolling south in the truck they call Black Sheep, James Luke will rendezvous with more reliable operators at the wreck.
One of the deck trucks should be on his way. He'll end up beating me there.
The trailer is 20 feet off the road.
Somebody spun out, clipped him, wrecked his back end.
Now it's stuck in deep snow at a steep angle. Operator Roland LaValle will help work the recovery next to a live lane.
We're hoping the traffic behaves, slows down and moves over. Here comes the heavy.
There's a truck.
And there's an added complication.
Do we know if this thing's got any livestock in it?
Pigs.
Jeez.
A pair of 400-pound pigs are still inside the wreck.
We just want to make sure that nothing more happens to the animals, injury-wise or stress level-wise.
The pigs appear to be uninjured.
Hopefully they stay calm. I grew up on the farms. My one grandfather had his own farm. Pigs used to be notorious for just dropping dead from stress.
They don't seem to be hurt. They seem to be in pretty good spirits.
I'll have you out in a minute.
But saving the pigs
Holy Lord. Oh my God.
will pit James and the crew against a wall of snow.
I'm gonna need to get recovered out of here. She's gonna be a fun one.
The first priority is securing the livestock trailer.
The trailer's got quite a bit of lean to it. I just want you to stabilize the trailer, right? Because the pigs are still alive. Let's get at her.
Deck truck driver Scott Benny grabs a winch line as Roland rigs to the trailer.
We're gonna hook up to this axle and he's gonna just hold on to him so it doesn't slide in as he's pulling out the truck. Just give her a pull, see what we're doing. Okay, we're just at anchor now.
With the trailer secure, James can rig to his 30-ton wrecker.
You're gonna have to walk that other line out.
But when he tries to pull out one of his two winch lines,
Holy jeez.
James discovers a problem.
Rat's nested up top.
The line is tangled.
Hold on.
Oh man, this is gonna suck. I've been going nonstop, so I didn't have a chance to respool my winch lines. Scott, just unhook the hook.
Now they'll try to unspool the drum by pulling the line out with the winch on the flat deck.
It's never ending up here. Okay! It's knotted right there. Oh, man.
30 miles north of Hope.
One lane traffic. It's getting by, southbound.
A livestock trailer is trapped in heavy snow at the side of the coke.
How the heck did he do that?
But a tangled line
I have a rat's nest in my winch line.
has put a snag in Reliable Towing's recovery.
Definitely not good.
James will have to work with only a single line.
Doesn't mean the job can't be done, it just means it's gonna take a little bit longer to get it out.
The 30-ton wrecker will winch the front of the pickup out of the snow. Then reposition and pull from the back of the truck, while a line from the flat deck holds on to the pig trailer.
Want to pass the snatch block?
The recovery has southbound traffic down to one lane.
Pressure is definitely on, because I've been on the highway too long.
James rigs to the truck's front axle.
Okay, all right, let's try this. Okay, Scott, watch yourself.
And the pigs
Hey, boys. How you guys doing?
are along for the ride.
When we do these jobs, anything with livestock, you gotta be 10 times more cautious.
I'm being the pig whisperer. When you talk nice to them, it just calm down. Just lay down, boys. That's okay. You're good.
I got the front end out of the ditch.
With truck and trailer closer to the road.
Can grab the trailer and slowly pull the trailer up. So I'm gonna have our deck truck driver pull at the same time as I grab the back. Just a little more complicated with one winch line.
Need to use extreme caution.
Anxious to get off the road, James backs up and rigs to the pickup's rear axle.
You ready? As I pull, I want you to pull just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, Scott, pull yours in.
With the flat deck winching on the back of the trailer, the pigs inch closer to the road.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
You're doing good.
Finally,
Sweet.
the livestock trailer is out.
It's on the road. We're golden. The pigs are good, and we got the job done.
As light fades, the improvised recovery
Hey, thanks, guys. No problem.
is a win for the reliable crew.
Another job done, bud. See you, man.
It's definitely satisfying. No one got hurt and the job's done. Like, everyone's going home.
At least it stopped raining down here for now.
In the Fraser Valley,
Here's driving the Jamie Davis record.
Gord is returning to the mudflats to recover a pair of stolen SUVs. But this time, Gord's got backup.
The plan is a couple buddies got some off-road vehicles, and they're gonna bring the vehicle to me.
After getting his all-wheel drive wrecker trapped in mud 2 nights ago,
Getting stuck, I didn't even get the job done. Ugh.
today, Gord's determined to finish the battle.
Gord knows some guys with some custom four-wheel drive trucks that'll come out and give him a hand.
Oh, gee, that was a big bump.
They're lightweight, and they're built for this kind of terrain.
They do a lot of recoveries themselves when their buddies get stuck.
Gord stops the convoy at the end of the hard pack and maps out the plan.
So where is it? Back in there?
Rob Barker heads a local off-road club.
I was more than happy to come out, right?
Gord got stuck in the mud
Way down there, I was stuck right there.
and never reached the stolen SUVs.
There's one basically straight over the tree line.
Yeah.
Or the second one is where that the sandbar is there.
Okay.
You head up that sandbar, you'll see a yellow one.
The plan is they can drag the vehicles to me and I'll winch them up.
The off-roaders will do the dirty work.
There's another strap.
Okay, sweet. Just in the back.
But Gord will coordinate the entire operation.
Let's do this.
A lot of guys who are into mud bogging have these custom modified trucks that are built specifically to get in and dig down deep and go through the ruts.
Rob powers through the muddy slough that claimed Gord's tow truck.
They're tall, they use a lot of high-performance engines, a lot of custom engineering and parts.
They find the first stolen vehicle.
That's number one.
Dug in deep.
You got your gummers?
The off-road team runs a strap to the trailer hitch and gets ready to rip.
How do we look back there?
Yeah, this'll work. They've got the right equipment. They got the right trucks.
How much room do I got?
And they can get the job done.
Ready?
I hope.
On Highway 1,
Beautiful day for a drive, hammer down.
Jamie's behind the wheel, heading west on an errand to maintain his classic fleet.
I do a lot of scrounging, I do a lot of parts runs.
But just ahead,
What's going on with this truck here?
Jamie spots a semi with a serious problem.
Wow, the axle's bouncing up and down like crazy. That's dangerous. Truckers will stop and render assistance. They'll help the next guy.
This axle is jumping so violently, it's like doing this.
And you know the funny thing about it is they got no shocks on them?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. It looks like a fairly new trailer too, eh?
Yeah, it's just a year old.
Yeah, but I don't like, this was shaking so violently, like it was amazing.
Shaky wheels can be an early warning of a serious mechanical failure.
Yeah, probably a new set of tires will straighten it out, like you said, eh?
Yeah, well, he's going to put at least 6 or 8 tires on with him.
Yeah.
I'm not going overly fast. I'm only doing 100.
Yeah, yeah. No, I just saw it bouncing out of whack, and I thought, well, you know, you probably don't see it at the front end.
No, I can't even feel it.
They're going to take it in and get new tires right now. That's what they're on their way to do.
And bad tires are an accident waiting to happen.
You want to make sure you're not overloading them. You want to make sure you're maintaining them, replacing them when they need to be replaced.
I just thought, hey, you might want to know.
No, I appreciate it. I really do.
It's all about everybody going home safe.
Just trying to be helpful. All right. See you guys.
At the mud flats,
Ready?
Gord and the off-road warriors
Just snapped her.
struggle to retrieve the first of 2 stolen SUVs.
Once the mud grabs you and brings you in, sometimes you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, tell them to come over here.
Gord comes up with a better rigging plan for the pull.
That's a nice hard pan there.
And a newer, longer strap.
There you go. Look at that. That's perfect. Oh, this will come out now.
Ready?
There's one. The next one will be even funner.
Just gonna drag it out and then just let Gord deal with it from there.
I don't want anything to do with mud today.
But the wreck still needs to be dragged 1,000 feet back to Gord's tow truck.
I just want to hook up the vehicle and tow him back to the yard.
To help guide it out, 2 volunteers will go for a ride.
Give her!
Steering in reverse.
Oh, there's a huge puddle down there, too. These guys are so full of energy. They're just loving every minute of it.
Finally, they reach the dry hard pack. So Gord can tow the first vehicle up to the highway. But the second wreck is harder to reach. Sunk deep in the mud flats.
I'm just gonna get up beside it in the high ground so I can see what the hell's going on.
One thing about these off-road jobs is it's hard on equipment. It's not a great thing for any machine to be bogged down in mud.
I don't know, she's pretty sunk in here too.
And just as they're ready for the next pull.
Oh no. My bolt broke or something. That's my upper control arm bolt.
A control arm basically holds your wheel straight. So if that bolt were to come off, his wheel would just collapse. Rob's stuck now. Now what?
Damn it.
On the Fraser River mudflats.
My bolt broke.
A mechanical failure
9/16, but
has brought Gord's off-road recovery
damn it.
to a standstill.
It's a very important part to have that bolt on there because
I can't get it.
the wheel could fall off.
My fault. I didn't thread lock the bolts last weekend when I finished it.
Their only hope is that Gord
At least get the nut.
can find a bolt
That's what we got.
that will fit the custom 4x4.
I got every ratchet, socket, whatever, and I'm trying to find a bolt
You can't just twist that one on?
that'll fit onto Rob's truck.
So we got it?
Nothing's working.
But
I think we got it. Oh, look at that.
they're in luck.
The very last bolt I find is for my dollies, and it worked.
I think they got a bolt. We'll see what happens here.
We had to take it off his dollies.
Right on, that's what we want.
We've rooted through all of Jamie's truck just to try and find one bolt, and now we can get the bolt on and get on with the day.
Rob installs the bolt from Gord's tow truck.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm ready to party now. I just want it done.
They rig to the front of the wreck,
I want to get out of there.
and Gord's mud buddies get in for one more ride.
You can steer?
They're just loving every minute of it.
Woo!
Just getting caked in mud. These guys are just off-road warriors. They live for this. And they're having a blast.
Woohoo! That was crazy. That one was fun.
Appreciate it. We're done.
Sounds
then
good.
it's cold drink time.
Cool, man.
Right on.
Gord secures the last wreck on his underlift for the trip back to the yard and takes a moment for himself.
I love it here. It's beautiful. It's right on the water.
It's a new stomping ground for me now.
I respect this area because I know for sure I ain't coming back with my tow truck.
At the end of the day, get in there and yank things around and get it done. Gord did a really good job. He really did.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Oh my God.
Road to ruin.
Cannot believe it.
Multiple wrecks trigger Merv.
Slowly, slowly, slowly. Dream team right here.
And a new team.
Brutal.
Into an all-day battle.
Gentle.
Then...
What the hell?
Colin rolls up.
What happened?
On a heavy rescue head scratcher.
I don't understand it.